All right, ladies and gents, I think we are just about ready to get tonight's stream rolling. Here! Forgot to turn on my volume. Hey, welcome everybody back again to another stream. Hope you guys are doing just dandy out there. Tonight we have here stream number 682, and for tonight's stream we are doing some Ninjago trivia since it is Thursday. Really quick, streaming schedule is as follows. Streams are possible Monday to Friday, 6 to 7, trivia every Thursday. It is Thursday, so we are doing some Ninjago trivia, and I thought since it is, the day before Halloween, maybe we could do some scary, spooky themed Ninjago trivia for tonight. So that's exactly what we have prepared for you guys here in a little bit. How are you guys doing on this lovely Thursday? Hope you guys are good. For announcements, tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central, Halloween stream. So swing on by if you would like to tune in to the Halloween stream. I'm going to be here. Kat's going to be here. We're going to have our costumes on. We're going to have the face cam going. It's a very high quality face cam. I just got a new one. It's very clear. It actually auto focuses, which is like insane. So definitely going to be a good time tomorrow. Probably going to go until around 7 tomorrow. So like 5 to 7. Good 2-hour Halloween stream. So by all means, if you're interested, swing on by. But how are you guys doing on this lovely Thursday? Good, doing great, awesome, very good. And you? I've been busy this week, very much trying to, prepare for the Halloween stream. Very much busy with some other stuff too. It's been a very busy week, all things considered. Lots of Ninjago news as well going on. Lots of leaks, lots of minifigure images, set images for season 4, and all that. So it's been a pretty busy week, all things considered. As I take a sip of my beverage there. Stressful week for you, feeling drained and defeated. Sorry to hear about that. Hopefully next week is better for you. I get what that's like, though. The stressful, busy weeks. Totally understandable. Like I said, hope that gets better for you there. Can we talk about Strike of the Serpentine? Of course we can. I'm actually very pumped for that. Now, for those that might not be aware, we just got... a few hours ago, I put up a video about an hour ago. We just got like a full, like multi-page preview for Strike of the Serpentine, which, is an upcoming comic, Serpentine War, very much Ninjago canon. Lots of stuff going on in that preview, including a lot of the older Elemental Masters, like from the Serpentine War. They now have names, and I do plan on doing like a whole video breaking down all the different names and all the characters that are going to show up. It's going to be a good time. Some of the names, I'm still trying to figure out who they belong to, because a lot of names got thrown out, but it's not exactly clear who's called what. I'm trying to remember. The Ice Master's name has something to do with hibernation, if I recall correctly. I don't remember what it is for sure, but I know it has something to do with hibernation, so that's exciting. Yeah, Arcturus is back. We get more context for him. We get more Pythor. Klaus is in the preview as well. Very good stuff. Yes, Hibernus is his name. Yes, it is. Hibernus. Let's see. Interesting how they're using the old design for Garmadon, not the Shatterspin design. Yeah, I kind of found that interesting too, because, obviously in Shatterspin, Garmadon was more so based off of the redesign for Lloyd, but in Strike of the Serpentine, it very much just looks like, just straight up younger Lloyd. So... I don't know. Obviously, it's supposed to be like the same character, same timeline, but just different interpretations just based on the different comics, I guess. But that is interesting. Yes, Frack is coming to a Ninjago magazine. Yes, indeed. Thank goodness, because I don't want to buy the super duper overpriced Ninja Combat Ugly Vehicle, or whatever the proper name is called. I'm glad that Frack will be more readily available elsewhere for cheap. Thank goodness. I do not want to pay secondhand prices that are current, because those are kind of ridiculous. Was Jay's Biomom's name revealed? It might have been. It might have been one of the names that was just randomly thrown out. Last we heard, like according to Tommy Andreasen or whatever, her name was Liber, but that's not like Ninjago canon. It was more so like his like fanon name, I guess you can say, but it was kind of like all but confirmed to be canon. But I don't know, maybe the comic will actually, give her a different name, give her like a proper canon name. Who knows? It's hard to say. Might buy the book. I'd recommend it. It looks pretty awesome. I'm excited to get it because, again, it's based on Serpentine War, like season 4 of the original series, my favorite stuff. So I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good time. It looks pretty. It looks beautiful. Have y'all not seen the recent Crossroads Crosstalk? Yeah, so there's a bit of a controversy with the Crossroads Crosstalk podcast, which... I've certainly given my thoughts on that controversy in recent videos, but a lot of people are pretty mad at the Crossroads Crosstalk. It's crazy how this tiny little Ninjago podcast can just blow up into like this big thing. It's like, oh, you guys, we don't need to be like thinking about it that hard, surely, right? It's just a silly little podcast. But yeah, if you want to find out more about the controversy, people are mad at Creel because, headcanons and ages and all of that fun stuff, the traditional Ninjago discourse, that we see every other week here in the ever so lovely Ninjago community. So basically, okay, TLDR, right? For those that might not be aware. So Creel everyone's favorite, maybe not everyone's favorite podcast host anymore, Creel has proclaimed in her podcast, first of all, Labo wasn't there, which automatically made it like the best episode ever, right? But Labo wasn't there, Creel was just there by herself, and she proclaimed that she and Fugidove are no longer dating, and instead, Creel has eyes for Roby of the City of Temples. You guys know Roby, everyone's least favorite Dragon's Rising character. So yeah, there's been like some discussion surrounding like, okay, well, how old is Creel supposed to be? How old is Roby supposed to be? How old is Fugidove supposed to be? It's a big mess. And there is a way to make it work. People have done it. I've seen people throw out like headcanon ages where no one is like committing a crime here. Like there is a way to make it work. It's a very convoluted way, but there is a way. So I'm going to choose to go like that direction. Just kind of not think about it. Think, hey, surely there's some way to make it work, and there is a way to make it work. But yeah, that's pretty much why people are upset. And it's kind of like, I don't know, man, maybe we should have just given these characters ages just to avoid discourse like this. Ages need to be revealed. Yeah, they probably should have done that a long time ago. I feel like they waited too long, though, and at this point, it's going to be, like, too little too late, because everyone's got, like, their own distinct headcanons, for these characters, and if the ages differ slightly, there's going to be a lot of unhappy people, so, yeah. But that's pretty much the story. That's pretty much the controversy. Like I said, I don't think anyone expected the Crossroads Crosstalk podcast to have that big of a controversy. Let's try not to spam in the chat too, by the way. Thank you very much. Let's try not to just copy and paste the same question over and over again. But yeah, like I said, there is a way to make it work. And we're also gonna put this person in timeout because spam. Please don't spam, please and thank you. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, we did get like a bunch of other Ninjago bits of news this week, right? The season 4 stuff looks great. Oh my god, you guys, the legacy figures, those are just amazing. I love Kai ZX, like the legacy remake. I love the Master Wu. I'm really excited to see how the other ninja look. That's like my big news personally, or the thing that I'm like more so focused on. All the minifigure stuff. Draconic forms for Dragon's Rising Season 4, the whole 9 yards there. Yeah, I agree Roby is a weird choice, but, just because it's like Roby, why Roby? JN Fugidove is gonna happen. I mean, Fugidove, I guess, is, not dating Creel anymore, so sure, why not? Let's see. Yeah, I still don't buy that line from Hunted. I feel like if you choose to ignore that line about the ninja being teenagers in Hunted, it solves like 99% of problems. So maybe it's just one of those things that we can consider non-canon, like a lot of other things that Ninjago has said in the past. I feel like that solves a lot of problems. So that's what I personally choose to do. Obviously, you guys are free to do what you want to do. Let's see. I don't know what to think of these Ninjago leaks. They're still good. More excited over new Transformers. I get it. I did pre-order Quick Strike. I saw that he was up on Amazon, so I got him coming. Should be here February, I think. Do you like Aaron's new outfit? I do, kind of. I feel like it would have been a lot better if it was like orange and black, but then again, we'd just be looking at another, dark merge Aaron situation. I do like the blue. I just kind of wish maybe the blue was toned back a little bit, but it looks okay. I made like a custom, hold on, let me grab it. I made a custom minifigure of that design, and having it like in person, I don't even know where it is. There it is. Having it in person, I'm kind of like getting used to it. Oh, hi Momo, how you doing? Momo was asleep on my bed. Didn't even know she was there. She was like, brr. I'm like, hi. But yeah, having it in person or having like a mock-up of it, it's growing on me, definitely. Like I said, maybe a little bit too much dark blue though. Yep, official set reveals are supposed to be soon. Rumor has it next week we are supposed to be getting the first look at the blacksmith shop, which I am excited for. News on Chima. I don't think there's any news on Chima unless you count like Dragons Rising Season 2 stuff. Chima as a series is kind of dead. Last I checked. Anything else that we should talk about before we get things rolling with spooky trivia tonight? Is Wildfire still going to be using the tournament outfit? Probably. I mean, from what we've seen so far, there's not a new Wildfire minifigure for the January wave or the March wave, but maybe she will get a new design in the summer. It's hard to say. Probably going to be same old though. All right, let's get things rolling. Let's get things rolling with trivia tonight, people. Let me put my gross little custom Aaron aside. It's not that gross. Like I said, it's growing on me. But let's get trivia rolling for tonight. Now, like I said, because we are right around Halloween time, right around the spooky season, I figured why not make a spooky Ninjago trivia. And since it was Day of the Departed yesterday, which I totally forgot about, by the way, because why would I remember? But since it is, or was, Day of the Departed, and it's almost Halloween, figured why not do some spooky Day of the Departed trivia. So let's get this rolling. Let's get things big screened here and muted. All right, so display. Let me readjust my screen here. I'm also losing my voice, so that's fun. I don't know why, but after this, I'm probably going to rest up my voice. I've been talking a lot today, filming a bunch of videos. So bear with me. My voice is definitely a little weird. Did you finish your cosplay? I mean costume. I did. My costume is all good to go. I made the custom headphones. I posted a little teaser picture over on the community tab. I got the golden gloves. I got the jacket. I got everything I need. I got the makeup. I got my fake eyelashes. I'm ready to go. So I'm looking forward to doing all that tomorrow, you know, dressing up for y'all. Hope you enjoy this, the Sora look. YouTube notifications are stupid. Hey, no big deal. I gotcha. YouTube notifications are always getting messed up. No surprise there. Did you see the Scream 7 trailer? I did. I didn't really think much of it after I got done watching it. I'll probably go see it, but I'm not expecting, like, it to be good. I feel like Scream hasn't been good since the first one, dare I say. Oh, and Kat has been sending me pictures of her costume, too, and it looks really good. So I'm looking forward to the stream tomorrow. It's going to be a good time. Like I said, my voice is very much going here. Most wanted Transformers figures, Age of the Prime. Oh, yeah. A new Optimus would be really cool. I have the one from, what is it? What is that one line? Was it Titan's Return? It was around that time. I have that one. It's not very good, but do we have a bad username? Let me see. Who's got the bad username? I think it's this guy. Just in case, we're going to kick you out. All right, let's start. But yeah, can't remember what line that's from, but I have that one. Question 1. Which of these 2016 sets was not a Day of the Departed set? Cryptarium Prison Breakout, Rock Rotor, Samurai X Cave Chaos, or Salvage Mech? Which of these is not a Day of the Departed set? Yeah, the Beast Machines design. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one. Beast Machines was not, like, good in terms of designs. I think the one that I found the least offensive was maybe Cheetor, but even then he was kind of pushing it. I did post the Halloween teaser thing on the community tab. I did see, though, earlier this week, good lord, earlier this week, the community tab was having problems where scheduled posts would, like, not reach people. So I had a post that went up at, like, midnight for me, right? And I woke up the next morning to check it, and it had, like, 30 likes. And I'm like, okay, something's a little wrong here. Cryptarium Prison Breakout, by the way, was the right answer. That is a Skybound set. But yeah, I was like, that's not right. That didn't reach a lot of people. So I tried it again a little bit later that day, and it still didn't work. So I just posted the poll like usual, you know, not scheduling it, and it worked fine. So there's something wrong with scheduled community posts now. Question 2. Who did Kai and Nia fight in Day of the Departed? Got 2 costumes for tomorrow, one for work, one for later that night. Very cool. I've been having a lot of trouble with just the one costume. I can't imagine 2 costumes. With that being said, though, I am pretty happy with how the costume came out. Like I said, kind of took a lot of effort to find everything. You know, I had to go to a few different thrift stores on a few different weekends, but I did find everything, and I feel like it's going to be pretty cool. I'll probably post some pictures on the Instagrams before the stream starts, so if you want a little bit of a sneak preview, go check out my Instagram probably an hour or so before stream starts. I'll probably post a picture there. Probably not an hour, but we're going to get rid of this guy. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. But anyway, like I was saying, I'll probably post some preview pictures. Question 3. What is this location? It's probably one of these, maybe none of these, but probably one of these. Can you do the 6-7 meme? Stay tuned. There might be a 6-7 question. No promises, but maybe. It is getting colder outside. How long is stream going to be tomorrow? At least 2 hours. We're going to start an hour earlier than we usually start, but we're going to end around the same time. So instead of starting at 6 Central, we are starting at 5 Central, but going until the same time. So 2 hours in total. Probably a little bit longer, though, because we'll probably stick around. Unless our costumes are really bothering us, which, I don't know. I'm hoping it's not going to be warm. My costume kind of has a lot of layers, so I'm going to try to, cool off my room here best I can before we start the stream, just so I'm not sweating. Question 4. In this scene, which 2 ninja are not driving a part of the Ultra Stealth Raider? Because everyone's driving the Ultra Stealth Raider, or at least one of the components, except for 2 of the ninjas. What is the age to stop trick-or-treating? Whenever you want to stop, man, you know? Some people like doing trick-or-treating, you know? It doesn't really matter. Go get your candy. It's a good way to get free candy. Colin Zane. Yes, indeed. Let's see. I'll try to watch the stream tomorrow. Oh, cool. Awesome. Yeah, thank you for the support if you can watch. Otherwise, you know, like I always say, guys, if you got stuff to do, by all means, the stream will be there to watch as a video. If you don't make it live, I get it. Understandable. Which villain chooses to target Dareth is question number 5. Especially because, tomorrow's Halloween, and we're kind of, streaming at, prime trick-or-treat time. So, I totally get it if people got things going on. Totally understandable. Ooh, K-On! Prison Break. Yeah, very cool. I like that level, too. Is it getting cold in your apartment? Not real. Well, kind of. I mean, we haven't had to use the AC for a while, so that's been nice. But it is getting colder, which I enjoy, because I'd rather be cold than warm. Question 6. Why did Moro decide to target Lloyd? Might want to read these a little carefully. Why did Moro decide to target Lloyd? Try to be here for the stream tomorrow, too. Very cool. Yeah, like I said, guys, no worries if you can't. But if you can, by all means, swing on by. Because we will be streaming. We will be dressed up in costumes. We're probably going to be playing some dressin' to impressin', I think. At least that's what Kat said that she wanted to do, so expect that for tomorrow. Probably lots of spooky costumes and whatnot in that game, too. Yellow, he didn't. He targeted Woo, but he wanted to help Woo. Yes, indeed. He did not target Lloyd. Targeted the old man, kind of. Let's see. Just want to see your costume. Definitely going to be posting some pictures tomorrow, so stay tuned. Which of these statements about Day of the Departed is false? Like I said, read these a little carefully, too. One of them is definitely not true. Oh, hey, your 86 Megatron came in. Very cool. Finally, it's about time. I know you've been struggling with that. So hopefully you enjoy him. Glad that he finally made it. Will you leak Season 4 if it does get leaked? If it gets leaked, I can't, leak it again. I'll probably talk about it if it gets leaked, because like I said, I'm not gonna pretend like it didn't happen. Yeah, Day of the Departed was not meant to be a 10-episode season, but it does exist because of the movie. The movie got pushed back a year, so they created Day of the Departed to fill that void. It was either they did a TV special or nothing, and they chose the TV special. Question 8, which of these statements about Day of the Departed is true? So 3 of these are lies, but one of them is a truth. Which one is the truth? He's like the best Transformers figure ever. He is pretty cool. I got him over there next to Optimus. Let's see. Can you play Pokemon tomorrow? Probably not tomorrow, but maybe on a different streaming day. Right now I'm trying to grind battles because I need to get 1,000 battles for the shiny charm, and I got like 760 something last I played, which was this morning. So still got a little ways to go. Yeah, I would hate it if it got leaked, because, like, why does it need to be leaked? Why can't we just release this show like normal? Yes, the Skulkin one was true. First time the term Skulkin was ever said in the show. The more you know. Have you bought Lego Party? Not yet, but hopefully soon. I do want to get that game eventually. I just don't want to pay full price for it. Question 9. How often does the yin-yang eclipse occur in Ninjago? There's your 6-7 reference there for all the 6-7 fans. All 2 of you in the chat. There you go. Do with that what you will. You're not getting another one. All leaks. Yeah, totally. I do find those fake leaks to be pretty funny, though. The people that, like, paywall, like, their leaks or whatever, and it's just, like, nonsense. It's like, yeah, man, I have the episodes. Pay me $1,000. It's like, oh, yeah, sure. Totally. Oh, I've been scammed. How did that happen? Who knows? The curse has returned. 6-7. Writing an English class test on Halloween? That doesn't sound like fun. A very scary task for a very scary day. The yin-yang eclipse occurs every 3,721 years. Yes, indeed. Very specific number, but a number nonetheless. Yang or Blecht? In terms of what? Like, which one I like more? Probably Blecht, because he's been around shorter. Question 10. Which 2 skeletons assisted Samakai in going after Jay? Because Samakai rolled up with two lackeys. 2 assistants. What's another word? I don't want to say 2 goons, but that's what they are. Who were they? Who were the goons? Let's see. Yeah, I haven't really been active on Twitter that much, but I have been posting more on Blue Sky. I don't know, Twitter just kind of creeps me out at this point. I'm not going to get into it, but some creepy stuff happened over there, so I'm probably not going to be using Twitter much. I've thought about making like a little post about it, like clarifying what all happened and whatnot, but I don't know, I'd rather just not talk about it because it's kind of creepy, makes me uncomfortable, so hooray for that. Hooray for Twitter being weird. But in terms of which 2 skeletons, they were Crazy and Frackjaw. Yep, one of them had the Jester hat. The other one was Frackjaw. Don't remember a defining characteristic about him, unfortunately. Yes, my favorite Ninjago set was released in this wave. Totally. Question 11. The Day of the Departed honor robes combine elements from which 3 groups of ninja suits? Because they definitely are like a fusion. But what 3 suits do they fuse? Yeah, no, Blue Sky is definitely like a lot more chill, I guess. But I don't know. It's still like the same people. So like how long until that goes south, you know? I don't know. Twitter, just like I said, I'm not really active over on Twitter. Maybe one day I'll make a post like clarifying why, but like I said, it just kind of freaks me out, quite frankly. So probably not going to be on Twitter that much because of things. Hope the leaks don't happen. Yeah, me neither, because that would be awful. And I would love for a season to release like normal for once, but as Ninjago fans, I feel like we're asking for a little too much with that, unfortunately. Trainee, ZX, and Destiny. Yep. Trainee and ZX for the torso legs, and Destiny, aka Skybound, for the hood shape and the shoulder pad. Nobody likes Powerlit. I agree. No one likes him. Let's see. Question 12. Which of these characters appears in Day of the Departed, but in a non-speaking role? So someone here shows up, but doesn't say anything. Ronan, Gale Gossip, Crux, or Lou? Who appears, but doesn't talk? Yeah, I do have TikTok, but I don't use it. If anything, I'm just keeping my TikTok so no one steals my name. Which is actually what happened on Instagram and on Blue Sky. Fun fact. So I got to go by different things now on Instagram and Blue Sky. Or not now, but when I eventually made my accounts, I had to because people stole my name. Because people are jerks. When was the last time a season released without leaks? You know, I don't think a season has ever leaked or has ever released without leaks. I feel like there's been something leaked for every season. Like, well, maybe not leaks, but definitely like releasing in other countries first, like before English. Because back in the day, we used to get that all the time, where it's like, oh, hey guys, season 4 episodes are out, but they're in like Spanish, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Guess I won't be watching those. Correct answer was Gale Gossip, by the way. Gale Gossip appears, but does not say anything. Question 13. Which Day of the Departed villain died by hitting himself with his own departed blade? Someone hit themselves in the face and died. Who was that? Genius. Yeah, I hate Snapchat. I do have Snapchat. It's not public, because no. And if you add me on Snapchat, I will not add you back, so don't try. But yeah, and that goes for like anyone here, not just a specific person or whatever. But the only reason why I have Snapchat is because some of my friends like only communicate through Snapchat, and it's like, oh, okay, fine. Let's Snapchat each other. I know I have your phone number, but yeah, let's Snapchat. Ugh. But yeah, I do not like Snapchat. Let's see. What do you think about the news we got about Cole losing it in season 4? What do you mean by that specifically? Like, are you talking about like a Doc Wyatt hint? Cryptor was the correct answer there. Unfortunately, that is how Cryptor died. Yeah, very much a Cryptor thing to do. Excuse me as I take a sip of my water. Glug, glug, glug. All right, where are we? Question 14. Which of these does not appear in Day of the Departed? Clearstone, Helmet of Shadows, Yin Blade, Blade Cup. Which does not appear? Ooh, Transformers Cyber World. I have not watched any of that. I haven't like watched a new Transformers show. I think since Prime came out. Because RID, I did not watch. Well, I watched some of it, but not most of it. Didn't really like Earthspark. Haven't even tried Cyber World. So, hopefully it's good, though. I could totally see Cole, like, having some kind of mental breakdown in Season 4, though. The guy's been through a lot. And I think Season 4 might just, tip things over. Maybe that's why his golem form has like a bunch of guns on it, because he's just like lost his mind and he's like going all out. Could be fun. Let's see. The Blade Cup does not appear. Clearstone is what the Yin Blade was encased in. The Yin Blade obviously appeared, and Dareth had to use the Helmet of Shadows on the Stone Army. So, correct answer was the Blade Cup. Reddit? Oh yeah, I'm not on Reddit. Not on Reddit. Question 15, last one here. Which 3 villains die within 1 minute of each other? 3 villains bite the dust within the same minute. Which 3 are those 3? They all die in like rapid sequence. Oh yeah, the season 5 reflections. Yeah, they definitely will end up together at some point. Jay and Nia. I think the Dragon's Rising writers have even said that, yeah, the reflections matter. So Jay and Nia probably gonna, eventually get back together. It's just kind of like a little bit of a bumpy road at the moment. Little rocky, but they'll find their way, I'm sure. Do you think when Ninjago crystallized disappointment? Oh, with like high expectations. I mean, maybe. I know for a lot of people, yeah, that is the case. Like, crystallized did not carry out a lot of what people were expecting. Like, Oni Lloyd really wasn't anything. People found the Overlord kind of disappointing. People found Harumi to be a little weird and disappointing. There's also a little bit of messing around in that season too. Like, time management isn't the best, but overall, you guys know my thoughts on Crystallized. I thought it was okay. Top 3 here. We got Genu in 3rd. We got Zarked himself in 2nd. And Media Man in 1st. Hey, congrats to our top 3 there. Let's get the next round rolling here. And let's put on some crystallized images because why not? I'm feeling crystallized at the moment. Let's do another round. What game mode do you guys want to play? Feel free to let me know what you feel like playing. We can totally do a few more rounds here. We have some time. What do you guys feel like doing? I'm taking suggestions. Ooh, Monster Brawl. See, that would make sense because it's the spooky season. The candy one, too. But let's start with Monster Brawl. I'm thinking that's a good idea. Yep, 1 year since the movie was announced tomorrow. Yes, indeed. It was announced on Halloween last year. Will we get an update tomorrow? Probably not. Probably not likely. If we don't get an update tomorrow, I am probably going to be doing a video about it, like on November 1st. Like being like, hey, it's been a year. What's going on? Because that's kind of like, a little whack. Let's see. Doc Wyatt hinted at Cole possibly having a breakdown. Ooh. Do we have, like, new answers? Surely not. Can you time me out for 5 minutes? All right, Jazzy. If that's what you want, I can try. 5 minutes. Enjoy your 5 minutes. 5-minute break, it seems. Let's see. But yeah, if we don't get an update tomorrow, that's going to be like, well, what the hey, dude? What's going on with the movie? Yeah, it could just be like in development, obviously, like they don't have an update yet, but it kind of seemed like they had a lot like last year. Like they literally announced that they were doing a live action movie. They announced who was writing it. I don't know. It sounds like they came in like loaded, like most movie announcements are like, hey, we're doing this eventually. But this one was kind of weird. It was like, yeah, here's who's writing it. Here's what it's going to be, but we're doing live action Ninjago. It seemed like they had a little bit more prepared, but it's been a year. We haven't had any updates. Will we see something tomorrow? Maybe. Again, rumor has it 2027 for the movie, but I don't know. Not holding my breath. Lloyd is likely the one that is going to get a canon Draconis form. Yeah, I'm thinking so too. It kind of seems like something that's like Lloyd exclusive. I doubt. I mean, they totally could give dragon forms to the other ninja or draconic forms or whatever, but we've seen dragon forms for the others already, so it's going to be kind of repetitive. Holly's headed out. Sounds good, Holly. See you next time. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us here. I don't know. Like I said, could totally see the draconic form just being a Lloyd exclusive kind of thing. I also feel like Season 4 is finally going to solidify Lloyd's power as being like jungle or nature or forest themed. I feel like they are going to call it life, but, it's probably going to be more like forest. But they're not going to call him Forest, The master of forest, they're not going to do that. We already have nature and plants. We don't need forest. I did see the Ninjago book set leaks. We've been talking about those like all week. We've made quite a few videos talking about them. I can't like put the pictures in thumbnails though, because even though they're technically like official reveals, you guys know how trigger happy Lego is with all these takedowns and unfair copyright strikes and all that, so I'm not gonna risk it. Not gonna risk it. Prefer the ambiguous energy. I get that too, you know. It kind of gives Lloyd like that mysterious kind of vibe. Like he's like the chosen one, you know. What exactly are his powers? We don't know. I feel like for a lot of people though, it's like, yeah, it's been a mystery for years. Like let's address where his powers come from, what exactly they are, like what constitutes energy or life or whatever. I totally get both sides though. Personally, like I said, I'm kind of like looking forward to finding out more about what exactly it is. I don't even think Lloyd knows what his power is. The other ninjas certainly don't know. Like, remember in season 8, they asked, like, Cole, or what was it? It was the scene where where Cole and Zane were interrogating that guy. That guy Luke, with, like, the truth tea or whatever. And Cole is like, I don't know what his powers are. It's like a green light. I don't know. So, I don't think anyone really knows personally. Oh yeah, there's definitely not like a lot of like plant or like nature themed like aspects of Lloyd's power like yet, I would say. But Dragon's Rising season 4 I think is going to change that. And like finally reveal like, hey, maybe it's like a nature jungle forest kind of thing. We will see. They got rid of Jay's ponytail. Yeah, he might still have it in the show though. I mean, I could totally see like if if Lloyd is the only one with a draconic form, I could totally see the other ninja like still retaining their ghost hunter suits from season 3 part 2. So Rogue J might still be like the canon J design for season 4. Could totally see that being the case. Don't like the ponytail. I get it. The ponytail is very controversial. Some people like it, some people don't like it. Are you going trick-or-treating tomorrow? I am not, but I will be here doing a Halloween stream, if anyone's interested. Think Rass's master is the Lycan King. I know that was a popular theory around like the season 2 days, but I don't know. I feel like at this point, the Lycan King, the Wolf Clan, all that's kind of like run its course. So maybe, I mean, totally possible, but I don't know. Me personally, not too sure how to feel about that. I feel like it's going to be someone that we haven't seen yet. Yeah, would totally be too similar to nature and plants. I get that for sure. Let's see. What else here? Oh, we only got a few seconds left in this round. Look at that. Do I watch Cody? I don't know who Cody is. Who the heck is Cody? Top 3 here. We got Seville in third, Max in second, and Lloyd X Sana. Hey, 6-7 in first. Very cool. Congrats to our top 3, and let's switch over now to the next game mode. I'm thinking next we do candy, because that was also requested a lot last time. So let's do that, and then we'll probably have time for at least one more after that. So get thinking about what game mode you want to play next, but let's do some candy. Let's do some candy. I want candy, not vegetables. I hate vegetables. If I see one girl in here, I'm gonna go ballistic. All right, QR code on the top, or top left, code on the top. Join up if you'd like. We're doing some candy. Just keep in mind, we're gonna be doing probably one more after this. So think about what you want to do. 6-7. I have seen the Simpsons Fortnite thing. I don't know, man. I'm not like big on Fortnite. Might need to be though, because Ninjago's coming to Fortnite, and there's a whole lot of rumors about what they're gonna look like, and all of those rumors sound super cursed and just, ugh. We will see. I know no matter what they do though, it's gonna be like another big like thing in the community with a lot of discourse and a lot of mad people, so not really looking forward to it. but we will see. Worst sacrifice in Ninjago? I don't know. All the sacrifices have, like, meant something, you know? I'm not sure which one would be the worst one. I can't even, like, think of, like, any bad sacrifices. At least per se. Alright, let's go. I guess, like, because I don't know. The three sacrifices that I'm thinking of, Nia's from Seabound, Garmadon's from Season 4, and Zane's from Season 3. Like, none of those, I would say, are, like, bad. You know? Did you watch K-pop Demon Hunters? I did. It's probably my favorite movie of the year so far. Was totally listening to the soundtrack in the car earlier because I had to go to the gas station. So as I'm driving down the road, I'm just blaring Soda Pop. You might have heard me. Yeah, Mistake from Season 9. Oh, and Kai from Season 2 of Dragon's Rising. I guess maybe, right? Would you count that as a sacrifice? I don't know. Thanks for the break. Hey, no problem. No problem. Teacher yelled at you for saying 6'7". I mean, I get it. You know, I get why teachers would be annoyed with it. Oh, yeah, Moro's sacrifice. Yeah, see, I wouldn't consider any of these sacrifices to be, like, bad. Like, all of them, like, mean something. So, I was gonna say, do we have hackers in here? I don't know, man. We've made a lot of candy. I think we're gonna get to infinite candy at some point. Didn't we do that last time? We got, like, infinite candy. I wanted candy, not vegetables. I'm trying to think of another awesome, like, young Lloyd line. I can't remember. It's been so long. What does 6'7" mean? I don't know. As far as I can see, it's just like something that some random kid started saying and everyone else thought it was funny. I don't know. I don't think it has a meaning. I think that's why people find it funny. It's just like random for the sake of it, and random equals funny. I think. At least that's what I've seen. Haven't done extensive research on 6'7", believe it or not. Bow down to me or suffer my wrath. What are we supposed to do? Spank him? Man, early Ninjago was funny. Let's see. Oh yeah, Sora, Frack, Aaron, love triangle. Yeah, they're not gonna do that. Definitely not. If anything, it's gonna be like continuing with the idea that Frack likes Sora but doesn't like say he does. He's just gonna keep talking about like yogurt or whatever I can't remember the line. You guys know the line. But I don't think they're ever gonna do like an Aaron and Sora romance. I feel like that's definitely not gonna happen. And if it did happen, people would not be happy. I don't think they will, though. To me, they just seem like besties. Guys and girls can be friends. Believe it or not, you guys. We do have the technology to make guys and girls friends without it being romantic. We're at that time. We have the technology. What are your thoughts on Slitherbottom? Oh, like the guy or the name? Because I think it's definitely like... It's a very Ninjago name. It's a very serpentine name, like Frack Slitherbottom. That literally Ninjago core. But Reggie, like from the podcast, I wouldn't mind seeing him in the show. I'd like to know what his relation is with Frack. Like, is it his uncle, his dad? Gotta be related somehow. The writers need to not make me dislike Frack. He seemed so cool in the tournament. I get what you're saying. I think that Frack has a long way to go with character development and all that, so I'm sure he will have some cool moments a little bit later. Most definitely. Did the game, like, freeze or something? Hello? Block it. I think the game froze. Block it. Hold on. I think Blook It broke. What the heck, Blook It? Blookit is not letting me click on anything right now, dude. I think Blookit like completely crashed. We farmed too much candy. Keeps freezing. Yeah. Oh yeah. Blookit died. Blookit is unresponsive. Okay. Yeah, we crashed Blookit. We farmed too much candy. All right, let's do another round. Let's kill that page, and let's just do another round. Preferably one that doesn't have a billion candy being farmed. But Blookit definitely died. Okay, what do you guys want to do now for a game mode? Something that doesn't require farming a lot of stuff, because apparently we farmed too much candy. Infinite candy. And Blookit did not like that. We could do, okay, we can do Battle Royale, if you guys would like. Sure, why not? Why not? But we're doing teams, and each team is only going to have 3 energy. So keep that in mind. It's also been a minute since we've done Battle Royale. Royale with cheese. You know what they call a quarter pounder in France? A Royale with cheese. Alright. Battle Royale is live. Code on the top. QR code top left. Probably going to be the last round for stream tonight. So if you want to do one more round of trivia, swing on by. Going to be our last round here. Don't think Garmadon actually made a sacrifice. I mean, he kind of did, right? He just didn't stay dead. He came back. But not as normal Garmadon. He came back as good or evil Garmadon. He was mean. He threw his son through a brick wall, and that was no good. Do we even know if Frack has a family or parents that are still alive? I mean, I feel like Frack, you know, he's shown a picture of his family, right? So we know he at least has a family, but no idea if they're still alive or not. I like to think they are, though. Like maybe Reggie's his dad or something. I don't know. Yeah, Lloyd definitely took him in. Lloyd has like a big family right now. He's adopting a lot of people. Poor Lloyd. All right, let's get the Battle Royale started here. Those are all the teams. Let's get to it. Ooh, Snuggly Snowflakes. Oh, did we get new icons? Wait, I think we got new icons for all the teams. That's cool. Oh, and by the way, we're probably going to skip each question at like 40 seconds. All of us were aura farming and Blookit, we crashed the game. Strong possibility. It couldn't handle all of the aura. Is my era my air? Yeah, look at all the cool icons. I like the safari snakes. That looks like it could be like a Pokemon design or something. All right. Continuing on here. We also have Jade Dragons. That's probably Lloyd's team. Yep, stream starts at 5 p.m. tomorrow. An hour earlier than stream usually starts. Keep that in mind. Have I seen Cyberverse? I have not. I have not seen Cyberverse. Face reveal. I mean, my face is going to be on stream tomorrow, but it's definitely not the first time that we've had my face in videos or streams. A lot of people think I haven't done a face reveal, but I did one like years and years ago for like the first one. But yeah, I will have my face on stream tomorrow, but I'm going to be in a wig and behind a lot of makeup, so you might not recognize me. Spooky. That could be anybody. Hope. Ooh, Gen 10 gives us a fire snake. That would be so sweet. I would love that. I'm still kind of salty that Fue Coco did not turn out to be like a fire snake. He would have been so cool. But I do like Skeledirge, though, for what he is. Just like a big ghost pepper fire crocodile. He's cool for what he is. Don't feel like it's going to be a love triangle, more so Aaron just feeling isolated. Yeah, that's exactly what they would do, and I feel like that's totally possible. Like, we do know, thanks to Comic-Con, didn't they say that the younger ninja would get, like, a chance to, like, have an arc together in Season 4? So, I'm thinking that might be what the arc is. Like, say, you know, I know this is probably going to be a little controversial, but say, for example, Frack and Sora do end up together, I could totally see Aaron being like, you know, he's like third wheeling like hard. So Could totally see him dealing with that, but, you know, not because he also likes Sora, but again, like you said, because he feels left out, or he feels like he was neglected by his only 2 friends or something. Like, his 2 friends are hanging out, and he's got to hang out with Wildfire. and Ryu, I guess you could say. But then again, Wildfire has Roby, and Ryu's going to become a Source Dragon. So Aaron will be all alone. Or something. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Fue Coco should have had a Fire Serpent. I agree. That would have been so cool. Like, kind of like do the Snivy thing. Yeah, where he, like, loses his legs over time as he evolves. That would have been sweet. But, you know, it is what it is. Love triangle, but Aaron had a crush on Frack the entire time. Biggest plot twist incoming. That would be... No one would expect that. That'd be so funny. Don't see Sora finding any attraction in Frack. I can see that too, yeah. I mean, that would be a good, like, lesson to put out there, you know? Like, hey, sometimes you got a crush on someone, but they might not like you back, and that's okay. We've all been there, surely, right? Have you played Battlefield 6 yet? I have not, but a lot of my friends have. And I was like, hey, is Battlefield 6 any good? I kind of got, like, the opposite game that they did, though. Like, everyone in my little friend circle here, it's either like, hey, Battlefield or Pokemon. Everyone chose Battlefield except for me. So I'm missing out on Battlefield, but I'm playing Pokemon, and I'm getting my team all sorted. So when they eventually get Pokemon 2, they're going to have to answer to my Garchomp. I just realized we should have skipped this one. My bad. I was talking about Pokemon. Ugh. Are we getting weird people in the chat? Get out of here. Get out of here. Don't be gross. We don't like grossness here. Get out of here. I do have friends, contrary to popular belief. I do have friends. It's just they live 2 hours away, unfortunately. So I'm not able to attend the physical gatherings, but every now and then, you know, I have friends in the area, and we hang out. Yeah, me and my imaginary friends. My, what is it from SpongeBob? The penny, the chip, and the napkin. Those are my besties. They live 2 hours away, though. Favorite Ninjago intro? Ooh, I like a lot of them. Maybe Season 4 or Season 5. 2 teams are left, the Dragons or the Snowflakes. Who's gonna win? What do you guys have for who wins this? Who are you betting on? Ugh. Yeah, Kat's my friend, obviously. Kat's also my family member, and she's also my roommate, so we're kind of forced to be friends. The universe has said you two must be friends. Yeah, it is really cute, the icon. When did they update the icons? Because I don't think I've seen those before. They're all pretty cool, though. Any idea of when Season 4 will be released? Probably not for a while. Probably around, like, April. Maybe early April, late March at the earliest. Somewhere around there. Could totally see them bumping it to May, though. But probably early April. Ooh, that's a good question. Are the icons AI generated? I don't know. Let's see if we can take a look. Let's see here. What are we thinking? I don't know. They don't look to be. Like, they all kind of have, like, the same style. I'm willing to bet that they aren't, but I don't know. AI has been getting, like, unfortunately, it's been getting, like, really hard to tell. So I'm going to say probably not, but could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. They all have, like, the same art style, though, like I said, so I don't know. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Will Aaron be with his parents? I mean, they'll probably meet up at some point. Is Dragons Rising on anything else besides Netflix? A lot of it is on YouTube, and a lot of it is on Peacock. But not all of it, I don't think. But yeah, if you're watching Netflix, like, just for Ninjago, you might want to pick up, like, a Peacock account or something. They have more Ninjago. At least they do in the States. It varies by region, of course. All right, who won? Who are the wieners? Let's see. The Dragons, the Jade Dragons have won. Lloyd's team won. Look at that. Very cool. So we got the Thrifty Toucans, the Snuggly Snowflakes, and the Jade Dragons. Congrats to our top 3 teams here. Yeah, I really do like these icons. I just like, especially the Thrifty Toucans. Look at him. He got like a little hat. Is that like a necklace or something? I thought it was a pair of headphones. Maybe it's like coins. Maybe he found like coins or something. But congrats to our top 3 teams. And with that being said, everyone, that is going to pretty much wrap it up for trivia this evening. Hopefully you enjoyed some spooky Ninjago trivia, primarily just based on Day of the Departed. And that's what makes it spooky, because it's scary and it's, you know, one of the worst things that Ninjago has put out. So it's just scary by default. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed trivia. If you guys were just here for trivia, we do trivia every Thursday. And if you guys want, we can totally hang out for a few more minutes here. We can totally, you know, hang on for a little while longer, but that's going to do it for trivia. But how are you guys doing? How's life treating ya? Gonna take a sip of my water really quick because my voice is still going. I can feel it. I hate when I have this happen because I feel like I can't do anything. I feel like I can't work. Jade Dragons, more like Jade Emperor from Monkey Kid Season 4. Have I heard of that character before? Let me look up what he looks like on my handy dandy computer. Jade Emperor. Monkey Kid. Let's see. Ooh, okay. He's kind of cool looking. He's got a cool design. He's got a nice beard. Okay. He looks like, maybe he looks a little bit like Master Wu. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this character before. Cool. Are you on Twitch? I have a Twitch account, but I'm not like active on Twitch. I don't think I've been active on Twitch for years. So, but I used to stream on there way back when. Not so much these days though. Who's more scary, Tannerbrax or Rox? Ooh, that's a good question. I'd say probably Rox, just because I feel like we've seen more of her and she's like not from a book. Then again, Tannerbrax might be scarier depending on how you imagine him when you're reading Spinjitzu Brothers. I know they have like illustrations, but he might be scarier depending on what you imagine. Sister thinks Rass's master is Egalt. I've certainly seen, I guess, weirder theories, I guess you could say. Could be anything, though. Could be anyone. You never know. I do like the idea that his master is himself, like from a different timeline or something. That could be fun. Would be a nice plot twist. Current job. Not giving you full hours. Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun. I'm glad that I don't like work like a normal job, because I used to work in like customer service and it was not fun. Would not recommend. But I'm glad I do this where I answer to myself and occasionally Lego if they send me a copyright strike. The jerks. Oh yeah, daylight. Yeah, ugh. Daylight savings is coming up soon, bro. I hate daylight savings so much. Yeah, probably not going to do the Halloween stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Maybe I'll go back to Twitch at some point. I don't know. The reason why I stream on YouTube is because like everything else is on YouTube, you know? So it makes sense just to stream here, but maybe one day. I'm Lego's #1 hater. I do criticize them a lot, but I feel like, you know, as a multi-billion-dollar company, they kind of deserve it. But they do some good stuff, you know? Not everything they do is stupid, just a lot of it, you know? It's fun. It's fun to critique Lego. I will say they just announced a whole bunch of ideas stuff today. Power Rangers is getting a set based on like Lego ideas or whatever. That looks kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. It's ending soon instead of coming soon. I gotcha. Daylight savings. I just hate it because the times get all messed up. And it's like, you know, a lot of people don't do this, you know, like in other parts of the world. So it's like, okay, a lot of people on stream, you know, it'll be like, hey, why is stream starting like an hour earlier or later? It's just like, because daylight savings is dumb. I did see the Goonies Lego set. Yeah, I'm not like that big of a Goonies fan. I used to have the movie in my collection, but I think I traded it in for something. I can't remember. But I will say I am very much looking forward to the upcoming Back to the Future DeLorean set from Speed Champions. That looks sweet. And I am going to see Back to the Future next week in the theater, because it's back in the theater for the 40th anniversary. And I love that movie. So I will be going to see that. Love me some Back to the Future. Hawaii and Arizona are the only states that don't. Yeah, that's... I guess it's like good for them, but it's like, ugh. I really wish like no one did it, because it just messes everything up. Yeah, release dates, time. Yeah, absolutely. Like time zones. Like if you have something, it also messes up like work schedules too, from what I've seen. Like if you got to stay like an hour, like if you work overnight, you got to stay an hour later or something. Or you get to go home earlier. Maybe that's the good part of it. I don't know. Anything else that we should talk about before we wrap up here? Like that movie? Cool. Me too. Yeah, Back to the Future is pretty sweet. 2 and 3 are kind of whatever, but the first one is like legendary. Love me some Back to the Future. Do you have any recommendation? Ooh, characters' impressions. Ooh, I'd like to see, I think you know what I'm going to say. I'd like to see some Beast Wars stuff, if you could. That could be fun. Like if you could do like a Rat Trap or a Dinobot, have them have a conversation about like what Gatorade flavor is the best, that would be really funny. But it's up to you, obviously. I actually don't eat a lot of fish, funny enough. The only like, I don't really care for seafood. The only seafood that I will have is like shrimp occasionally. And that's about it. But I'm not like a fish guy, funny enough. Why would I eat my own kind? What the hey, dude? Opinions on Wildfire? She's okay. Or, yeah, she's okay. Season 3 kind of like brought her down a little bit for me. But I still prefer her over like Aaron or Sora or Frack. I'd say Wildfire is probably my favorite of the new ninja, but Season 3, especially Part 2, kind of had a few bits where she was like a little too much, and it's like, okay, what are we doing here? See ya, Danny. Have a good one. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. Anything else that we should talk about before we wrap up? Let's do one more question, one more comment, one more concern, just one more topic, and then we'll call it good. Ooh. Let's see. Do you think Lloyd's powers will evolve and be more powerful, learn new abilities after Season 4? So, okay, yeah, that's a good question, because Season 4 is definitely going to be elaborating more on Lloyd's powers, like we mentioned. But after Season 4, I don't know. I would love to see, obviously, more of Lloyd's Oni form, you know, because that's been kind of, like, neglected. But, I don't know. I mean, it depends on what Season 4 does, because if Season 4 gives us, like, a lot of development to the point where there's, like, no more questions that need to be addressed, then there's probably not going to be much after Season 4, but I'm sure Season 4 is going to drop some knowledge, some lore about Lloyd's powers finally. So we will wait and see. Like I said earlier, I know that people love the mystery, but I feel like a lot of people also are demanding answers. But with that being said, everybody, let's get things wrapped up for tonight, shall we? So, streaming schedule. 6 to 7 Central, trivia every Thursday. And sorry, we're kind of like cutting things like a little short here. My voice is definitely going. I can feel it, so I gotta go rest my voice. I do not want to be mute for the entirety of tomorrow's stream. So let's get some hugs in the chat. Like I said, tomorrow is the Halloween stream, everybody. Going to be starting an hour earlier than we usually start. So 5 p.m. Central Time. We will be here with the costumes, with the face cam. Like I said, probably playing some Dress to Impress, and that's going to be going on for a couple hours, and then we'll probably wrap up around this time tomorrow. So starting an hour earlier, but ending about the same time. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Again, sorry my voice is a little messed up, but thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Have a good day, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is for you. Hope you guys have a good one, and we will see you tomorrow for the Halloween stream. See you then. Have a good one. Bye. Peace.